Good morning, YouTube. This is your man, all the way George Page, coming aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, as you know, I usually just pop on social media and just do a little surfing. And I saw this posted on the Wings of Strength Instagram page, and it is the schedule for the 2021 um, bodybuilding season. Now, this is mostly the schedule for women's bodybuilding. As you know, the IFBB does not carry women's bodybuilding on the shows, but the Wing of Strength still says promote it in the and it's still part of media shows. But as you know, the IFBB does not govern, don't sanction field bodybuilding, but they do govern over it. I mean, they still get judges. And as you know, last year was really a mess with COVID. It just messed up the whole season. A lot of shows were canceled. And I think some shows, by looks, this schedule have not been put back onto the schedule. So, it's just, it's still a pretty good schedule. So, we'll make the best we do what we got right now. Now, the first show is on May the 1st, which is the NPC Valley of the Sun Championships. It's an inaugural show, which is going to be held in Chandler, Arizona. And usually that's where they hold the Rising Phoenix. Now, the next show is the Omaha Pro Am. Now, that's going to be June the 5th. And that's a show where the current Miss Olympia champion, Andrea Shaw, won. That's where she won that show, which gave her a shot to the Olympia. Now, after that, in June 19th to the 20th, is the return of the Puerto Rico Pro Am. As you know, Puerto Rico Pro was one of the shows that was canceled because of, what happened with COVID. So that was the issue, so it was canceled. But it's back for this season. Now, next up, on July the 2nd to the 3rd, which is going to be a 4th of July weekend, it's the Chicago Pro Am and the Miss International show. Now, Chicago Pro Am, back in 2019, the current Miss Olympia, Andrea Shaw, debuted as female bodybuilding, but she only got second place, but she's able to go to the Rising Phoenix. And, Miss International is a show where it's an opportunity for pros, amateurs to get their pro cards. It's just, it used to be, Miss International used to be a pro show, but as you know, it was part of the All-Star Classic, but the All-Star Classic dropped it from its schedule like about 8 years ago. Now, after that is July 17th is the return of the Linda Murray Norfolk Pro Am. As you know, it was one of the contests that was dropped off the last year's schedule. And then after that is August 6th to 7th, you have the Tampa Bay Pro Am. And the Tampa Bay is a pretty good show. A lot of people have, done pretty well. I think it's one of the shows where it's one of the bigger shows in Chicago where you probably can earn enough points to probably make it to the Olympia. Now, next up is the return of the Savannah Pro Am. And it's going to be on September 1st. It's one of the new Linda Murray shows. Now, this is another new show that just got added to the schedule. Is October the 3rd is the Valhalla Warriors Championship, which is a NPC worldwide regional show. So my guess is going to be a show over in Europe. And another show that is going to be done overseas is the Romanian Muscle Fest Pro Am, which is going to be November 13th to the 14th. And almost last year, it wasn't going to be no Muscle Fest, but thanks to Wings of Strength and Alina Pupa, they was able to save the show, And on the bottom is the TBA, which is to be announced. These are 3 shows that they have not figured out the schedule just yet. Is the New York Pro, the Rising Phoenix Championship, World Championships, and the Arizona Women's Pro Am, and the Olympia weekend. And these shows are probably going to have to figure the schedule. You know what happened with what's going on last year. The New York Pro was held in Tampa Bay, and the Rising Phoenix was originally going to be, the Rising Phoenix and the Olympia were both going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada, but both shows were moved. Rising Phoenix went back to Arizona where it had it last year, and the Olympia weekend was held, in Orlando, Florida. So this is pretty much the schedule for the Rising Phoenix. There were some shows that was going to happen last year, we dropped because of what happened with the pandemic, and a couple new shows that probably might even, like I said, especially the So Valhalla Warrior Championship, which is a good show because there's usually no other shows between after the usually you have the Rise of Phoenix in September, and you don't see another show to the Romeo Mimosa Fest till November. So it's a good idea to put a show in October. A little extra show for for a lot of us fans and a lot of competitors, and probably opportunity for maybe get enough points and go to the 2022 Olympia weekend. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Anyway, this is me all the way at George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding. Don't subscribe. I'm out.